The Arkansas Youth Hunter Education Challenge has grown by leaps and bounds every year of its existence.
The mission of the Youth Hunter Education Challenge program is to teach youth a safe, ethical, and responsible way to shoot, hunt, and enjoy the outdoors. But just like in football or baseball, once a year we have a grand event which we call the Youth Hunter Education Challenge. And we allow the kids to come in and compete against other counties, compete against other youth, but most importantly, they compete against each other to see how well they progress from year to year in each of the shooting and non-shooting events. We started the YHEC program in 1996. I moved up here from Texas about that time and had been actively involved with the YHEC program in Texas, and Arkansas did not have such a shooting sports involved. So I teamed up with the Arkansas 4-H Shooting Sports Foundation, and what you see today is a combination of us putting our heads together and building a program throughout the state of Arkansas.
This program, the Youth Hunter Education Program, fits under our youth activities. It's similar in structure to our Wildlife Habitat Evaluation Program, Acres for Wildlife, and several others. This program is unique because it brings together family values as well as shooting sports that isn't covered anywhere else in any of our other programs.
Will differ and vary from many other programs because it's not just single in nature as one competition. A young person can go out and, for example, shoot shotgun and spend a lot of time and do very well with it. But with this program, we have 4 shooting events. They are shotgun, rifle, muzzleloading, and archery. And then we have 4 non-shooting events: compass and orienteering, safety trail, wildlife identification, and responsibility exam. So a young person has to be well-rounded in each of these 8 areas of competition to be able to come to our state competition, and especially to go on to international competition.
This year, every youth that signs up for the 4-H YHEC has to take all 4 responsibility events, because this is an educational program and we want them to get the benefit of those particular activities. We want to make sure everybody gets the benefit of those activities. Now, with shooting, you can shoot one or all the events. So most of our kids, and we're heading that direction, we want most of our kids to shoot all 4 shooting events and do all 4 responsibility events. Our goal, of course, would be to have every participant that comes here do all 8 events every year.
I have been shooting for about 4 years now with our club, and we shoot everything from muzzleloader to archery, .22 rifle, and there are other events that are non-shooting competitive, such as safety trail and wildlife ID. I would say that my favorite one is probably shotgun. I like the sporting clays. That's funner than trap because it's a variety of shots. The rabbits on the ground to teals way up in the air. That would probably be my favorite, along with archery. And the YHEC competition is very fun. There's a lot of good competitors here this year, but it's a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of new people and work together with your team. And it's great for anyone, boys and girls, all ages. Come down here twice a year to 2 competitions and have a great time shooting.
Safety is the number one, it's the number one goal of our program. It's what we teach. It's what we teach our instructors and what our instructors teach our youth. We have a very advanced safety training program for the people that come through our instructor certification program that they take back to the counties. We insist at all times that the youth involved have muzzle control, understand range commands, understand the event that they're going to be shooting in, so that we don't have any accidents. We've never had an accident in 4-H shooting sports, and we don't plan on having any. We plan not to have them.
We generally start in January, and we'll practice at least every other weekend from January all the way till competition time. And then the closer we get to competition, we may do it every weekend or throw in a couple of other days just to get them up to par. once they get up here and see what's involved on the competition level, they just get excited, and which generates more help and support for the next year.
The Light Hunting Rifle Challenge is an event in which the participants use a .22 rifle and are allowed to use a scope. Most of them do use scopes up to 9 power. They'll be shooting at knockdown targets at 3 different distances for a total of 30 shots. Next event would be the Hunting Shotgun Challenge, where they'll be shooting clay targets off of 2 thrower towers. We'll throw them rabbits, batus, teal, every imaginable shot as they work their way through this 30-shot course. It's one of the most fun events for the kids, and it's a lot of fun to watch them shoot. The Muzzleloader Challenge is in the wild. It's a hunting situation. We have knockdown targets at out of 3 different positions, 5 different targets at 3 different positions, all at different distances, up to 75 yards or so. Then the 4 shooting event is the Archery Challenge, where they go through a 15-target 3D course set out in the woods, various distances ranging from, I think we may have some as close as 10 yards all the way up to 40 yards. So they are challenged on the archery course. The responsibility events, down here at Cabe Hall, we have our Compass and Orienteering Challenge. This is a course where the contestants need to know their pace, need to know all the various things that you do with the compass. They need to know their declination, magnetic north, and they will work their way through this course and get scored on how well they do that. They also have there's a written part of that, which is how well they know their topographical map symbols and how to read a topographical map correctly. Second responsibility event is wildlife identification. It takes place in our environmental cabin here on the 4-H Center grounds. We'll have laid out 30-station course of all kinds of pelts, tracks, scats, any other spoor that might lead you to the identification of a species of wildlife. The third responsibility event is the Hunter Safety Trail Challenge. The Arkansas Game and Fish Commission helps us set this trail up. It's a trail where the youth participant has to show that they understand the ethics of the outdoors, the shoot, no shoot situation. They have to be able to identify obstacles and dangers that they may encounter in a hunting situation, such as crossing streams, fences, climbing into tree stands and that type of thing. We have a wildlife officer on site to check their licenses, which they are issued by us before they go, to make sure they know their game and bag limits. And we put them through a pretty harrowing experience out there. The final responsibility event is the Hunter Responsibility Exam, based on the NRA Hunter's Guide and the Arkansas Hunter Ed Manual. You know, the purpose of the whole 4-H YHEC program is to make better citizens, better sportsmen, whether you're hunting or not. And of course, we encourage hunting. This is a hunting event, a hunting-based event. But as long as they learn the responsibility to function in the outdoors and, you know, put a good face on the hunter and the outdoorsman out there, we're way ahead of the game.